Test, test, test. Test, test, test. I can't hear anything. Hold on. Test, test, test. Test, test, test. Why can't I hear anything? Oh wait, test, test, test. Test, test, test.
One sec, let me check
Test,
the
test,
mic.
test. No, shoot.
I can hear myself. One sec, let me check the mic.
Test, test, test.
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 Hello?
Test. Test, test, test.
Heard myself a second ago.
Test, test. I can't hear anything.
Heard myself a second ago.
Test. I can't hear anything.
Wait.
Like the mic is picking up everything. You could hear the computer. You could hear me. I don't like it. The mic is picking up everything. You could hear the computer. You could hear me.
Test, test.
I don't like it.
Test, test. Okay, okay, we're good.
My second viewer was my husband.
Wow, he finally joins in.
He shows his support. He's always been my second viewer.
But he's usually like busy playing Valorant, isn't he?
Yeah, but he has like another monitor. So it's always me and my husband that are the viewers. Ever second viewer. Yup. That's my husband. Anyways.
Okay.
We good?
Yeah. I thought I heard. Am I hearing an echo somewhere? Is that yours?
Sounds. Wait. It's in my phone. How about now?
No, I'm good. Okay, yeah.
Okay. That was my phone. All right. Hello, hello, everybody. It's been like a month.
What? Not like 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
2, 3 weeks. Weeks or so. Please disregard the yelling in the background.
Whoa.
That's my husband.
Whoa. What is going on? Oh no. Did you see that?
Yeah, I think your place is haunted.
Oh my gosh, don't even say that. I think it's just not plugged in all the way. Oh my gosh. Oh, don't switch.
Oh, technical difficulties.
It keeps saying it's like what's it called? The mic keeps trying to like switch programs, and I don't know why.
Oh. I don't know why.
But anyways, whatever.
Tech savvy.
But yeah. Well, yeah, it's been about 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks.
Yeah. And yeah, here we are. AveryWolfe.
Mason K, back at it again.
No. And we're back with Legendborn.
Legendborn.
The book that has been on my TBR since like 2021.
Yeah, when did this book come out?
I don't know.
That's how long it's been.
2020? Something like that.
Yeah, 2020.
I think I got this like right when it was released for Book of the Month. And years later, just now picked it up.
Alright. Hold up your book really quick. As you can see, it is different covers. We both got different covers.
Yeah, I got the Book of the Month.
And I have the Owl Crate version. I got this at a secondhand store, basically. And it's a special edition from Owl Crate. So I have the blue ether here, you have it on the bottom, and then I have the red ether on the bottom.
I know, and yours is signed, right?
Oh yeah, it is. That's how you can.
Like,
It's
that was
signed.
a
I know.
lucky find.
Yeah. Signed first edition, printed exclusively for Alfred. I don't know how you would like. I mean, I get why you would.
Yeah, I get why.
I get, but it's a signed first edition, special edition. Like even if, if there was a book I did not like, I would not give it away because it's a special edition.
I know. I would, like, if I was going to like sell it or something, I would wait a long time, and sell it for like a higher price. Definitely.
Yeah.
But
Legendborn.
yeah. I guess before we start, since so much time has passed, what's new with you? What's new with Mason?
Nothing much. Just same old. Just working and reading. Actually, reading more.
Oh, that's good. I
Yeah.
haven't really been reading.
I've been reading more, crocheting more, trying to get into like good routines. You?
Routines. It's just the usual. Like, my parents were here for the past few weeks. And it was like, I was getting antsy near the end. Because, like, I get so annoyed of my parents just, like, so easily. Like, oh my gosh. But yeah. Yeah, and the baby shower. And we're finally, like, decorating the nursery. So it's all coming together. And yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff happening.
Yeah. But yeah. Other than that, our assigned reading was Legendborn. It's about almost 500 pages.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even know where to begin.
So, like, I started this, like, I think a year or two ago, and I got, like, halfway, and then I tried to continue where I left off, and I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, so I started over, on Wednesday, because I was like, am I forgetting something? Am I missing something? So I started over Wednesday and I finished it today. I half read, half listened to it. And yeah, I do have a lot of
Comments.
opinions, I think. Comments.
Yeah. I didn't have the luxury of reading it. I mean listening to it. I had to read the physical. I read it more than listened. So yeah.
That's probably a good thing you did, because the audiobook wasn't that great. But, yeah, so if you guys don't know, Legendborn is a YA. It came out like 2020.
Mhm.
This is Tracy Dion's debut novel. And it's a reimagining of Arthurian legend, and we follow a black girl named Brianna. She gets, oh my gosh, she gets accepted into this like special program, where they could like live as like a college person in dormitories and stuff, but as a high schooler.
Yeah, it's like a college for high school students.
Yeah. And okay, what happened next? So
like you read it, but you don't know what happened. Like it kind of like went like one ear and out the other.
Yeah. So she gets accepted into this program, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess, how this book starts off is like, as a first timer of like living on your own, I guess you want to go out. So what she does with her friends is go out to like a college event party or something that takes place outside. And what happens is she witnesses something that she's not supposed to witness, and somebody from this secret society notices that she witnessed this, and so he tries to erase her memory of the event. But what happens is that she somehow was able to block this spell or whatever he was trying to do to her to make her forget this memory, and she remembers, like, and what this also did was it made her unlock a memory of her time at the hospital of when her mom died. So it kind of triggered something in her. And then once she realizes that, she tries to how would I say this, like, investigate the society, I guess, kind of like make her way in just to figure out what the society has to do with her mom, apparently. So it was a lot of things happening, confusing things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
kind of, yeah. So yeah, like Avery says, her mom dies, and she's like, she calls it after Bree, that part of her personality that just wants to let go and not think about anything and just go crazy.
Yeah.
But what she realizes is that when she does let out after Bree, she, like Avery says, she witnesses an event that regular people are not supposed to witness. And that leads her down this path of secret societies and magic and King Arthur and the Round Table, and it just goes from there. If you have not noticed from this cover, it is the chosen one trope. The chosen one trope. Like, just by reading the synopsis and by looking at the cover, it's not spoilers. It's just the chosen one. It's like, you obviously know what's gonna happen. She has powers.
I know.
Like, so.
Yeah. So you know what to expect.
We know what to expect. She unlocks her powers, and now she's the one that needs to save the world or whatever. So, I mean, it's kind of obvious. Like, that's not really a spoiler alert. That's not a spoiler. They make it obvious. But other than that, this book.
So this book is like, people love this book.
Yeah, people, like, you don't even understand. It was all over Book Talk, all over Bookstagram. This
BookTube, everything. Goodreads, it's almost 5 stars. Like, I have yet to hear a bad review. But today might be the day.
Today, not might, will. Okay. First of all, the story, the plot, all this, I could get behind, okay? Everyone know, like, okay, maybe not everyone, but it's kind of obvious. I like medieval history. I like Greek history. I like any type of history. I can get behind it. Like, I know a lot about King Arthur and his legends, okay? I watched how many adaptations of King Arthur? I watched the shows, I watched the movies, I read the books. So when this book came out, and I was like, okay, yeah, let's go. Like, I mean, plus, like, it touches some issues, and then, of course, you know, I'll get down on it, whatever.
Yeah, this is like the first like YA book I've read of like a Black female character.
Yeah, like,
and
this, like, intrigue, like, everyone was all about this book. The cover is beautiful, it's nice, and it got so many good reviews. Like Avery says, it almost got 5 stars.
Yeah,
but
I really don't think YAs are for me anymore. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
I know. Same here. Like,
it's like every YA we've read so far was kind of like
a letdown.
The most part, a thumbs down. And
I think we're just too old for YA now.
Yeah, it's sad to admit.
I mean, yeah.
CJ's fixing my mic. Hello, Snick. Hold on. I'm going around YouTube looking for people's opinions on the Nintendo 3D eShop closing. I was not aware of that. That is sad. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. But anyways, back to the topic. What were you saying?
Yeah, I think we're just getting too old for YAs.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Will this like be the shortest review or
okay. The reason why I did not like this book is because information was thrown at me so fast. It was just too much to like comprehend, or is that the right word? Like everything was happening
yeah.
so fast. I felt like I was like, wait, what? Huh?
Yeah, they're just throwing like different terms at you. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what? Like, what does that mean? Like, who who's that supposed to be? Like, it was too much
Yeah,
to take in.
like in the second or third chapter, they were like, so she meets this guy Nick,
Mm-hmm.
who's like pretend like he's acting as her school mentor, but it turns out he's he is part
Just
of
so
this.
happens.
Yeah, he just so happens to be part of the secret society. And then so he this happens like in the second or third chapter, very early.
Yeah.
He forces oh no, she forces him to take her, like, how you say that, initiate her into the secret society. And
Yeah.
then when he tries to help her, like tries to teach her the ways, she's like, no, no, just tell me what I need to know. And then basically he's trying to help her that she forced herself in, help her like understand the world. But when he tries to help her, she does not accept it. She's like, no, 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 that's not, like, I want to do things my way, even though her way is the wrong way. She is stubborn to
Yeah.
like, maybe because she's still going through her mourning period because of her mom. But
Yeah.
then this guy Nick is trying to help her figure out why her mom died, but she's not accepting it, even though she asked him to help her. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And then the third chapter, for sure, he was giving her the whole history of King Arthur and the magic and Merlin,
Yeah,
and
there's a lot of info dumping.
yeah, a lot of info dump in the beginning. Like, I was like, where's the what's it called, that word? Where's just like dipping your toe in the water first? Where's the easing into?
Yeah,
I
that's
want
what
to,
I was saying.
yeah.
Like, I was hoping, like, if the author made it so that, uh, she, let's say Bree, like, witnessed something and maybe, like, the Cell character wasn't aware of it or something. Like she notices weird stuff happening around campus. She tries to put it all together, and then ultimately she finds the secret society, but like it takes time. Like I think I would have liked that more than just bam,
Mm.
like they're attacking me, like second chapter, like this other realm, like creatures whatever are attacking her, like
Mm.
second third chapter, like we're just thrown into it. And yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just too much, too fast in the beginning. Like, I know when you write a book, you have to, like, of course, attract the reader, but you can do that with the first page. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to, like, instantly. I think that's why I DNF so many YAs nowadays, because they're trying to, like, just it's just a lot of info dumps, like in the first the first three chapters. Just like, oh, um you're the only one who can save the world. I'm like,
Yeah. Or like they throw you in without like the right information
Mm-hmm.
or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Like,
Um,
yeah, she can like keep her like her her strength. She can keep her perseverance, all that stuff, her all that stuff that makes her her. But
yeah.
at least slowly reveal it. Not be like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm like this feminist. I'm like, what is that called? She's self-aware and all that. Yeah, I get it, but come on, I want to
Yeah.
be able to find out on my, like, slowly find out.
Yeah. And so like with the audiobook, like I kind of wish I read this in its entirety and not half and half, because the audiobook, she has like this southern accent,
Mm-hmm.
because like this takes place in North Carolina, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so she has a southern accent, and every other character has a southern accent. So it's like, what? Like,
You couldn't differentiate.
yeah, it's like, yeah, and it's weird because it's like all the white characters have southern accents too. And even like the Vietnamese American character had a southern accent, and I'm like, this takes place like today, right? Like I
Mm-hmm.
would think
Like it's
sometime close to today.
like it's a modern retelling.
Yeah, I'm like, do they still all have like southern accents over there? I would think like some people are coming from a distance to go to this university or
Mm-hmm.
something. Like, eh. And that was just like a thing that confused me. And not only does not only like the accent, but like she was very whiny and like hysterical, I guess you could say. Like she was always on the verge of tears. Like every chapter, like everything that went like that happened in this, she was always on the verge of tears. So it was like it kind of got annoying fast. And so, like as I read it, like physically, I was taking her to be like a strong female character,
Mm-hmm.
but like listening to it, she sounded more of like not like a crybaby, but like she she just needed to get a hold of herself.
Mm-hmm.
She's like too emotional.
No, like most of the time I was trying to like I told myself, okay, she's 16. She's
Yes,
16.
she's
She's
16.
16. Why is she trying to act like an adult most of it? Most of it like she's 16. She's
Yeah, she's
16.
16.
I mean,
Yeah.
I get it like she lost her mom, but why did the author like she went back and forth on the way how she talked, how she acted. Like just pick one. She's
Yeah, and
16.
like another thing that kind of confused me, so like the university.
Mm-hmm.
So I take it it's like a regular university, but
Mm-hmm.
they just have a special program for
Mm-hmm.
smart, bright high school kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so, okay, so we have Bree and her friend Alice that gets into this program, and they're living amongst the regular college students, right?
Is there? I didn't.
That's how I took it. It
I
seemed like a regular university to
I
me.
didn't. I didn't take it that way. I thought they were just all like high school.
Special
I thought
kids.
yeah, they're like from like freshman to senior. I and then that there was like their actual college like right next door, but I thought their actual school was like basically a fancy high school. I didn't like honestly, I never thought of it that
Yeah.
way.
Like, cause I was like thinking about it. Like, I don't know if whichever way, but like if it was the way if like the way I imagined it was correct, I was um, like, is anybody like watching these kids? Like, she's 16 and
Mhm.
she spent the night with Arthur.
Mhm.
You know, she's staying out late. You know, there's no, what's that word? Um,
Supervision.
like, yeah, supervision. People, I forgot the term of a person that watches
A guardian.
them. Um, like a chaperone
Oh.
type situation. So I was like, like,
Where
is
are the
anybody watching?
adults?
I know, like, is anybody watching this kid? Like, you know, she got arrested like the first night of staying at this campus or whatever, and then she got beat up the next night. Like, so much is happening to this girl, and
Yeah.
yeah, and she's already seeing a therapist by like the end of the week or whatever.
Oh
Like, where's the
yeah,
chaperones?
this book takes place in like within like maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, but like a big chunk of it's like the first few days.
Yeah.
Like, I swear, like half the book is the first few days,
Yeah.
and then the rest of the book is like a couple weeks.
Mhm.
It's
What's
just like,
yeah. Like the author, her reasoning was the author wrote like the reason why there were no adults, mostly no adults in this book besides her dad and the principal or something, is
yeah,
because
the therapist.
she thought that everybody, not everybody, but the authority figures were connected to the secret society, so she didn't trust any of them. And plus,
Mm.
and plus they were like racist pricks.
Oh yeah, that too. North Carolina. She's the only black chick. Like, I would think there would be more like black kids,
I think
you
no, I think
know.
there's like a maybe I think there probably is a bunch of black kids, but they didn't focus on that. There, but I mean it is
They
North
did.
Carolina, but the author focused on like, oh, the secret society is all full of white kids. Oh, the only like black person she saw was her therapist. But
Yeah.
like I know, and I think one of the characters mentioned like, "Oh, there's a black kid society." I'm like, "Okay, well, where's everybody else?"
I know. She making friends with them, like,
Yeah,
and just like the mom characters of the secret society were like looking at her like all racist and stuff, and, you know, like kind of associating her with as the help or
yeah.
whatever.
Oh
I
yeah,
was like,
that's right. The servers were the black race.
yeah, like, today this happens today, right?
Yeah,
Like,
like
modern times.
I mean, yeah, there's like racism still is in
And
effect today, but still, like, where is everybody else?
I know, and then I think I read somewhere like where she saw a Confederate flag.
Oh, I don't remember that part, honestly.
I was like, wait, it was like I think second half of the book when she like tried to separate from the society, and she was just like describing her surroundings, and there was a Confederate flag, and I'm like, okay,
Okay.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But but yeah, I don't know about this one.
Mm-hmm. Um. Yeah. Oh, Okay. While we're on the topic of things that we don't like about this book, uh, the romance between Nick and her. Spoiler alert. I do not understand. That is the most stupidest romance. Like, it's so one dimensional. Like, what the
Yeah.
heck? I was just like, that is what? There
And it
should be
happened so fast.
there should be no reason. Okay, like we said earlier, this happened within the span of like 3 or 4 weeks at the most. And she's already like, I'm in love with him. He what?
I know.
I get
Like,
it, like high school love
yeah,
is happens
16. Yeah.
happens
But
fast, but he's 18 at most, maybe 19. 18.
yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was like 18 or something.
Yeah, because the description was no more than 18. So I was like, okay, 18. And then I'm like, hold up, wait, this girl is like laying down in the same bed as him. And I'm like, where's the chaperones, man? She's 16.
I know call us old fashioned, but come on. I think it's because we never acted like that. But I don't know, kids nowadays.
I know.
But still, like he like after not even a week, she was already like, oh my gosh, Nick makes me feel like Nick makes me feel loved. Like Nick loves me. I'm like,
Yeah.
come on. I want her. Like it makes more sense with her and Sal.
Yeah.
Her and Sal. Come on. That's the most obvious choice right there. I don't know why the author's forcing this relationship. Maybe it's because like maybe it'll lead to something different in the second book, but honestly, like the is she trying to cause drama with a love triangle or whatever it's called?
I think so. Because, like, I think on the second book, I think on the cover is her and Cell.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a brunette, right? Like, I imagine.
Oh yeah,
And
don't even get me started. Her and the cover, the girl, Bree does not look alike.
yeah, her face is like wider in the second cover.
The second cover looks more like I want to say cartoonish.
Yeah.
Like they're trying to make her look older or something.
Should make it more consistent.
Yeah, like this one. Like look at this. This is beautiful.
I know what happened.
Maybe it's a different artist or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's.
Oh, okay. So like, you know, her dad forces her to see a therapist or whatever, and then her therapist is, you know, he chose to have a black woman be your therapist so that, you know, it's like easier to open up to, I guess. And then her therapist just so happens to know her mom, and you know they have the same powers, this root magic, whatever. And I'm like, dang, like this girl's just like meeting the right people. Like
she has all the luck in the world.
yeah, like all the right people to help her with her situation. And yeah, so she finds out she has this like special root magic that stems from like her ancestors, blah blah blah. And then like later on, what we realize that she also has Arthurian magic or whatever.
Bloodcraft and rootcraft.
What? Oh my god, dang, chosen one indeed.
Mm-hmm.
She's like,
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I think the only thing I liked about, like, the only part I liked about this book was when she was walking through old memories. I think that's the only part I liked was when she was walking through memories of her old ancestors.
You know what that reminded me of? it reminded me of the Friends character in Sabrina, the new Sabrina.
Mm-hmm.
I
The
forgot her
the
name.
seer or like.
Yeah, like a seer,
Mm-hmm.
and like I feel like it was like kind of similar or whatever,
Trying to
like with their
remember.
ancestors and stuff. I was like, huh, it's kind of similar
Mm-hmm.
to me, at least. But anyways, go on.
No, that was it. Like how she found out that she was the. I mean, it's stupid. Like she's the spoiler alert. She's the a descendant
Um,
of King Arthur.
yeah, and she's the king now.
King, but like the way she found out was pretty cool. That was the only part I liked. I was just like,
Like I don't know. Like there was like no part in particular that I really liked. I just went with it.
mm-hmm.
Just read through it, but
Yeah, I don't even know. Like,
I
if I would want to
yeah. Continue.
continue. Honestly, I was thinking
Uh,
like maybe I want to, maybe I would want to try reading the second book, but I don't know. Maybe if I find it again at the the secondhand bookstore, I would get it, but I'm not going to pay hardcover price for it.
yeah, same. Well, like I don't know if I would want to read the second, because like reading it physically, yeah, it does take some time because I was. How often did I put down this book? And the fact that I practically almost DNF'd it, and then I forced myself to pick it back up, and it was what I expected.
Yeah.
So,
I just like yeah, I skim Reddit.
yeah, same here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like this has almost 5-star reviews on Goodreads. Like I have not heard a negative review on Book Talk, BookTube, Insta. But so this might be the book for any viewers out there. Uh,
I know. Don't take our word for it. I mean, we're weird.
we're just like we're getting old, I guess. That's
Mm-hmm.
our excuse. I mean,
Yeah. I think probably the ratings were from like really young people,
dude,
like early 20s.
there was some older people. I
Oh, I
looked
know.
through it. I was curious. I looked through the reviews.
Oh, then I don't
And it's just
understand.
even like men read this and they're on the older side and they enjoyed it. And I'm
Are you sure that wasn't a bot?
like it was like a regular man profile picture. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But my
Yeah.
gosh.
I don't.
Could be a bot. Who
Okay.
knows?
Well, then good for them. It's just not for us. Good for them.
Yeah.
I mean, this
Like
book certainly has its fan base.
yeah. Like if you enjoy a majority of the YAs you read, like chances are you're probably gonna really like this book.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're like us and we've been having like a losing streak with YA books, then you're probably on the same boat as us. And we're sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry this review is kind of short.
I mean,
I mean,
I don't know what else to say about this book.
hey, like I mean,
Don't judge it
hats
for.
off. Yeah, hats off to Tracy Dion for her debut novel being like such a bestseller. I mean, people love it.
Mm-hmm.
But then, you have your black sheep of the group that don't like it. But yeah.
Mm, yeah. All right.
So
Time to put this book away.
yeah. So much for that one. So yeah. What are you in the mood to read next?
I'm not sure. You know what? Honestly, like I've been on the. Did you watch Queen Charlotte yet? Did you even watch Bridgerton? You never watched Bridgerton, right?
Mm-mm.
So, but you heard of
Actually.
the Queen Charlotte spinoff, right? On
Yeah,
Netflix.
yeah.
So I watched that. Loved it. Loved it.
Cool.
Uh, but that got me in the mood for more Bridgerton. So I already finished two Bridgerton novels, and I'm already almost like I'm more than halfway done with another one.
Okay.
Yeah, I couldn't wait for the third season, so I was like, okay. I read Offer from a Gentleman, which is the third book. I skipped the first two books because I don't need to read that one.
Isn't that like the first season
Yeah.
that people didn't really like the books, but they preferred the show?
Yeah, it was like the first two seasons was the first and second book.
Mm-hmm.
No, but actually, I read that. Um, like, I mean, I understand the books are really good. I mean, evidently, reading. I'm reading the. Technically, I'm reading the third, fourth, fifth book. I'm reading the fifth book.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're good, but the only thing that probably sets my opinion different from others is that they're like, oh, the first three books are the best ones. After that, it's like kind of goes downhill. But honestly, like, they're like saying, oh, the fourth book, Colin's story or whatever, the fourth book isn't that great. But then I read that book and I freaking cried. I was just like, oh my gosh, like out of all the books, I think that one's my favorite. And then
Oh, I mean,
it makes sense because our opinions are always different than the masses.
yeah, it's books are subjective.
Yeah, I was like, I
So,
can't wait. And it's supposed to be about him. The fourth book is going to be a third season of the series. And I was like, oh my gosh, hurry up and get here. Oh, I was just like, I was reading it in bed the other day, and then Lee was playing, and then I was just laying here, like, with my book light, and I was just crying. I was just like,
oh.
but it was like not the loud crying because I didn't want Lee to hear me. So I was just reading it, and then it was just tears kept falling, but I kept still reading. I was just like, I was just like, oh my gosh.
Aw.
I know.
See, like, I wish I could, like, read something and, like, cry, but, like, I have no soul, so I can't.
Mm-hmm. But, like, honestly, tell me, this doesn't. The books are, like, old that they look like romance novels.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
then
I could see that.
But I also have the newer edition, so it kind of looks better. It's still like, I was just like, so
Aw. Well,
so
that's cute.
sad.
That's cute.
I mean, you might like the third book. It's kind of a Cinderella trope.
We'll see. I still have some, like, historical romances that I need to read.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Oh yeah, that's something new. I totally forgot. something new about me is that I got a library card after how many years?
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Uh,
There's a library like right like not even 5 minutes away. It's like a 2 minute drive.
oh, that's cool. I was
Mhm.
like thinking of getting one
Mhm.
because like there's like a lot of libraries around here,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
definitely, once the kiddo is able to read,
Yeah.
definitely get a library card.
Yeah. Like
But
so many things have changed since I've been like since I've had a library card. Um, did you know the max cap of borrowed books at this library, the Mission Valley one, is 100 books. You could you could borrow 100 books at a time, and I'm like, who's walking out with 100 books? And then I
and
know
then there's like, how long do you keep a book
yeah,
like
six. I mean,
before you get fined?
60 days. Like, but I mean, you could always renew it instead of like returning it after 60 days. You renew it. Um, and then and then they have an app now, or the Mission Valley has an app, so I can like borrow ebooks or audiobooks.
That's cool.
Um, and then what else? Oh, the one thing that totally like blew my mind is that um, the way you check out. So
Why?
it's so high tech. Like I was like, whoa. Okay, so you know the in the grocery stores the self checkout,
Yeah,
the kind of like the way it's set up. You get a big
the
screen, you get a scanner.
kiosk.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So the one in Mission Valley, they had this kind of like this self checkout, but it's like this big touch screen, and underneath it is this scanner. But the cool thing about it is like after you scan your library card, all you have to do is just pile. You don't have to scan your books, you just pile it under the scanner and it just reads it and it just shows up on
Oh.
the screen. Like, cuz
Oh.
most things like the grocery stores you have to scan the barcode.
Yeah.
Just lay it on top of it and it just scans everything.
That's
I was
cool.
like, "What?"
Oh my gosh.
I was like,
Like
"Wow, this is so cool."
like the last time I've been to like a library, it's probably like a high school.
Mhm.
Like, cause like, our college library wasn't quite the same
Yeah,
as
it's
a
mostly just
regular.
textbooks. You go in there
Yeah,
just for
so
textbooks.
so like high school or something. That was like the last time, I
Mm-hmm.
think. And then, especially when we got Barnes and no Borders at the mall,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, what's the point? Just go to Borders.
Mm-hmm. I
A
know.
couple minute drive.
Yeah, I I remember I borrowed some books. I borrowed some fiction books at the college library, but it wasn't that much. And then, yeah.
Yeah, it was always to do with like a project or something for me.
Mm-hmm. It's just the only thing that's like the only thing that sucked is that all the books were like upstairs and I didn't want to climb the stairs to
Oh,
look at books. I was just, I'm lazy. I don't want to climb I don't want to climb the big stairs. And then
oh.
I know in high school after we got off the bus, there was a library, like the bus stop was like in front of the library, so I just went straight there before I headed home.
Yeah, I think I've seen that library.
The one in Paradise Hills.
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, I think I've been there before.
Yeah, it's pretty small, but I remember um, like always borrowing books from there.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
convenient.
hmm Oh, this
Uh,
is a funny story. I hope Lee's not watching.
Oh no.
Okay, so the reason why we went to the library is because Lee, for the first time ever, he wanted to go to the library. The way he brought it up was so funny. He's like, babe, I'm gonna tell you something. Just don't get excited, okay? If you get excited, we're not doing it. I'm like, okay, what? I want to go to a library. And I was like, okay. So, babe, look for the nearest library. So I did. I was like, oh, Mission Valley. Mission Valley Library. It's like right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
What was so okay? So he's never had a library card in his life. He's never been to a library. I don't think he's
Yeah,
ever.
Guam. Like,
He says he's never been to a library, not even his school library. I'm like, okay, that's weird. Um, but anyways, we went to the library. He wanted to check out, like, he wanted to look at some Spanish learning books. So
okay.
we got those. He got two books, and then we found this, like, that's like those rooms, those secluded rooms that you can read.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, okay, babe, I'm gonna be in here. You go look. I'm like, all right, let's go. So I went. I browsed a little bit. I got some Bridgerton books because I've been meaning to read them and I didn't want to buy it because they were expensive. So I got them. I started pulling out a lot of books. I'm like, oh crap, what's the max cap of borrowing books? In my head, I thought, I was like, oh, it's probably like 5 or 6 because that's the usual. That was like back then. It was 5 books
Mm-hmm.
max. So I just grabbed 3 books and then I went to get Lee so we can check out. Um, and he was still reading, and then I was like, okay, babe, let's go. He's like, no, I'm gonna sit here. I want to stay here for an hour and look at these books. And I'm like, why? We can just check them out and look at it at home. He's like, no, let's just wait, sit here for an hour. You just read your book for an hour. I'm like, no. First of all, I'm not gonna read a book for an hour and then put it back. That's not gonna happen.
Uh-huh.
I was like whispering, like whisper yelling at this. I was like, that's not happening. I'm not, because like he made it seem like he's not gonna check them out. He was just going to read it there. And he's like, he wanted
Yeah.
me to do the same. I had 3 books in my hand, girl. I had books in my hand, ready to go. I was like, babe,
Yeah.
let's just check it out. Read it at home. He's like, no, I just want to read for an hour. I can just look at it here. I'm like, no, babe, let's just check it out. You'll have all the time. You'll have a month to look at these books. He's like,
Yeah.
okay, but we don't have library cards. Like, okay, we'll go get one then. So we did. We got one. It was a process. We had to sign up, whatever, all that. And then we checked out with the cool checkout computer. And then this is the funny part. The lady was like, okay, have a nice day. And we're like, okay, bye. And then right when he grabbed the books and he turned around, the lady was still there near us. He's like, wait, you don't have to pay for these?
Oh my gosh.
I was like, what? No, it's like, wait, we don't have to pay to borrow books? I'm like, no, it's a library. You borrow them and we return them. He's like, wait, how long can we have these books? I'm like, oh my gosh, it's for a month, 60 days. He's like, when do we return them? I'm like, June 6th.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
right when he said when he asked we don't have to pay, I started like, oh my gosh, I was like, no. I started
I was like,
laughing.
I'm not with him.
And
I'm
then
not with
I heard the girl who helped us laugh, and I'm like, I just want to walk away right now.
Wow.
Okay. The
Okay.
only.
Yeah, okay.
Oh
Well,
my gosh.
I mean, well, he is a library virgin,
Like
so
the only reason why I think he said that, because before we got our library card, I asked him if the I could get his $20 cash in the car, because the library was having a book sale, and they were only accepting cash only. So I was like, okay, can I just get the cash and then I'll be right back. So I got it because I
yeah.
wanted to look at the books for sale. So I think in his head, I didn't tell him I was gonna look at the books that I like at the book sale, but I think in his head he thought I had to pay. So that's the
Mm.
only reasoning I can think of. That's the only reasoning. But other than that, I was flabbergasted that he asked we had to pay for them. I was like, we could if we had to pay for them, it's a bookstore.
My gosh.
Like, if we had to pay for them, why do we have to return it? It's technically.
Watch, he's watching.
No, he's at work. He's not off yet.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
I was just.
so innocent.
I know. I was like, okay. I was like, okay, so this is your first time at the library. It's your first time with the
It
library.
shows.
It shows. It's your first time at the library. Okay, I understand now. You weren't lying.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
Oh,
well,
but
now he knows.
yeah.
Okay.
I really
Makes
want.
sense.
I just wanted to be like, I don't know him. I don't know him.
Walk away. Just walk away.
That
Oh,
that
Lordy.
just shows how much he reads.
Well, I mean,
Well, he doesn't
well,
really read. He listens to audiobooks, like
yeah.
like high fantasy, epic fantasy, like epic
Well, I
fantasy
mean,
books.
like, I think, like, the cool thing about that is that you can ask your library to order books you want to read or books you want to listen to, and they'll
Mm,
order it. But then it'll obviously take like some time
yeah,
before they get it in.
yeah, it'll take months.
Yeah, so like that's always an option.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, luckily, since um, I could use Kindle Unlimited and the library
yeah,
simultaneously. Like all the fantasy books I want to read are on Kindle Unlimited, and then all the other non fantasy is like at the library. So it
cool.
helps. And then of course I buy
Yeah,
the books that I want.
yeah. It will definitely satiate your book
Yeah,
cravings.
yeah, for
Nah.
reals. I actually I think I got out of my reading slump because I know I was in a reading slump. Like the only books I was reading was our book of the week, our weekly books. That's like
Oh
one
yeah,
book. That's
same here.
one book a week, and I used to read more than that. So
Yeah,
for
like last month I only read 4 books,
yeah.
and 3 of them were the books we read.
Mm-hmm.
And then I finished that one book that time I got drunk and saved a demon
Mm-hmm.
or whatever. It was cute. It was like it's not like the best,
Mm-hmm.
but it was a fun read.
Mm-hmm.
So it was easy read, fun read.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it
Um,
makes sense. You were busy, right? Getting like the baby stuff done, renovating the rooms,
my
hospital visits, your
parents.
parents. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and this month, um, Legendborn is the first and only book I read so far. So I need to get back get back on my reading game.
Yeah, maybe you should just visit a library. Maybe something will spark your interest.
Like, well, like I have a lot of books that I want to get to that I have either on my shelf or in my Kindle library. And I think like I'm at a good point. Like the nursery's practically set up, my hospital bags packed. Like I'm pretty much ready.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got new windows installed. So
Wait,
that,
this is the most important question.
huh?
You have your hospital book packed. What book are you going?
I'm just gonna bring my Kindle, to be honest. Like,
That's funny. No, I'm
because like,
kidding.
what if? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna bring my Kindle, and then I have my Audible also, so I'll bring AirPods or earbuds if I need.
Yeah.
But yeah, the question is, what is CJ gonna pack? Like, what
Oh man,
entertainment?
if you,
Yeah,
I feel like this would be the time where he wished he had the Steam Deck.
I know. I know he should. Yeah, he should probably bring like the Switch or something.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, you are not hooking anything up to that TV while I'm like in labor. Like, better not. Oh God. Or like, if I hear you complain about anything, yeah.
It's like you better not complain about being bored. You better not.
Or uncomfortable, or something hurts, or whatever.
You are keeping your mouth shut. I am carrying the. I'm carrying your seed.
I know. Like, I asked him, I was like, do I act any different pregnant? Because you know how like pregnant women tend to be like emotional and stuff, you know, mood swings. He was like, no, you're pretty consistent. You're like the same. And I'm like, okay, maybe like,
It's gonna change in the hospital.
you know, it's gonna change when I'm in labor. So we'll see how what comes out then.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, back to the point. I think I'm in a good spot to like start picking up more books.
Mm-hmm.
Um Speaking of which, what's our next book?
I'm not sure.
Like,
Maybe something not YA.
something not YA. Uh,
Mm.
let's take a look see here. I think like the books that we have, the physical books that we have in common, I feel like are all YA.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Hmm. Hi, Sully.
Mm.
Do you need to go outside the room? Okay, okay, hold on. Like a crab. Okay, I thought you wanted to leave the room.
She wants the option to leave the room.
Do you want to leave the room? Or you want to leave the room? You just want the door open? Okay. Anyways, I'll just leave it like that for now. Um,
What do you feel? What genre do you feel like reading?
um, say like something with a spring feeling, maybe.
Hmm.
Hmm. Maybe something like light-hearted.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh yeah, like before this, I was about to like suggest My Dark Vanessa. I was like, we should read My Dark Vanessa so we could say that, you know, we read it like everybody else.
There was a kid. I don't think I've heard of that book.
My Dark Vanessa? Yeah, you have. Look it up, like on Kindle Unlimited.
What? No, I've
It's
never heard of this book.
My Dark Vanessa, it's the one with the grooming. It's the one where it's like super hard content to get through because it's about like an underage girl getting groomed by her professor.
Okay, no, I'd never heard of this book.
Because it was all over BookTube.
No, I don't think I've heard of this book. Honestly, I haven't watched a lot of BookTube. I did watch Carrie Can Read her. Do you remember her? Um the redheaded girl who lives in
Oh, Korea.
Korea. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I watch her video vlogs of books I will never read, so I can get spoiled. But I honestly don't think I've ever heard of this book, My Dark Vanessa.
It's like because what's her name? Murphy. That Murphy girl
Oh,
on BookTube
yeah.
was like ranting about it. Like it's obviously like a hard book to get through, but it's good. Um, definitely trigger warnings. But yeah, I was like, oh, I wonder if I'll read this. Um, what else is there?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't think I can read this book.
Which one?
My Dark Vanessa. I don't think I can read this book.
Yeah, there's definite trigger warnings.
Mm-mm. I can hear
Oh my
CJ.
gosh, CJ. Silly, you just want to hear him. You're just like, you're already passed out.
I know. Kira's like by the Kira's in the living room, totally ignoring me.
It's like, she's got the whole living room to herself.
Mm-hmm. Dang it. Oh wow, Lore's on Kindle Unlimited. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Oh man. Ugh, after all this like bad YAs, I'm so hesitant to read that book now.
I know.
I want to read it, but I just ugh, I can't. I can't. I'll be so mad if that book sucks.
I mean, like, I've always heard like mixed reviews with this, so I wouldn't be surprised. Or I'm kind of expecting, wow, it's almost 600 pages.
No, but like the thing is, like there were a bunch of good reviews about Legendborn, but we didn't like it.
Yeah, so this one has mixed reviews, so I'm expecting it to not be good if it has mixed reviews. Ooh.
But like, I don't think I'm in the mood for urban fantasy right now.
Let's see.
That book, the Air Awakened series, keeps showing up on my list.
Air Awakening.
Air Awakens, yeah. It's so long.
Let's see. Is there anything new?
Well, if there's a book on your bookshelf that you want to read, I can see if my library has it.
Let's see. Something not too long. Uh, I mean, want to try Circe?
Cersei. Let's see. The audiobook will be available in 2 days.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Circe. Like trying to like look for some that aren't horror related. Are you okay? Bless you. Bless you. You okay? Um, or maybe like so like Circe or the Lost Apothecary.
Why does that book sound so familiar?
Um, This one.
Oh yeah. Okay. No.
There's that one. There's a book of the year finalist. Because, like, I want to read that before I read the London Seance Society, which is by the same author.
Which book?
The London Seance Society. So this book,
Mm-hmm.
it's the same author, but like I want to read it.
The
I
Lost
don't think they're
Apothecary.
they're not connected, I don't think, but I just want to see the growth of her writing.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
That person in there, but the apothecary space when honey was here in precautions of your Mexico making
let's see what else I have in my Kindle library. And then in my Kindle library, I have She Who Became the Sun. Is that Mulan retelling? And then I have The Stationery Shop. And I have some V.E. Schwab. So, whichever.
Lee was asking, how about Mia reads a book that Amber read that Mia didn't, and Amber reads a book that Mia read but Amber didn't? In the next podcast, you guys can discuss.
That'd be kind of hard.
I know.
Because, like, we have different tastes. Like, we could recommend a book that the other person might like that we've read. But then it has to be like the right length to read in a week too. So I don't know. I don't know.
Mm.
Is Leon the way?
Yeah, it'll be good content though. We need to see you guys argue.
Oh Lord. uh,
You guys agree too much.
I mean, something I could read that you read that I didn't read yet is the Honeymooners or
Oh, yeah.
Beach Read. Oh no, not Beach Read. Something We Went on Vacation. That book by Emily Henry.
Mm. Oh, the people we
So
met on vacation?
yeah, that one.
Mm.
So there's those two that you read that I didn't yet that I have on hand.
I still have your holidays book. I haven't read that yet.
Is that something you want to read though? It's like Christmas.
I know. Mm.
What else? Something.
Mm.
Yeah, we have like different fantasy books.
Yeah. Our tastes are pretty different.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I do want to read Queen of Myth and Monsters, but that is a little too much. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I don't know.
Hmm.
If
Uh,
the viewers have any suggestions, feel free to let us know.
I know this is always the hardest part is
Yeah.
picking a book.
Oh yeah, I could also read To Kill a Kingdom. You read that, right?
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
can read that one too.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Maybe we should. What's a good summer book? I know we're still in spring, but.
You know, summer's just around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a Megan Quinn book that just oh, it's 430 pages, but you can listen to it.
Is it Megan Quinn?
Megan Quinn called Vacation Wars.
Let's see. So this is a second chances book.
Yeah.
I don't know. The last time we read a book about family and fake dating, what was that book?
Oh, Dating Dr. Dill.
No. Well, oh yeah, that one. No, the one that the cruise, the bad cruise or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it was Bad Cruise. I mean, but that one was like an author we didn't really know.
Megan Quinn. What did I read?
We read one of her novellas. I think it was last year.
Oh yeah, and then I think I also read a book from her that I actually liked. Oh, The Wedding Game. That was actually a cute book.
I think I read. So we read The Reunion, right? And then I read also The Highland Fling. It was like more of a like cozy read, I guess.
I mean, I guess I'm down to read Vacation Wars. I mean, we can listen to it, so.
It does have summer vibes.
Yep, it does. It kind of, the cover kind of reminds me of Sister of the Traveling Pants.
The cover reminds me of Overwatch. Ilios.
Ilios.
Pretty much.
It's funny.
Ilios and Hanzo, arrows. You know. But yeah, I think we could get through this.
Yeah.
Especially if you can listen.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I guess Vacation Wars then.
Yeah, something warm and lighthearted.
Okay. Let's return this book. Alright. Alright, Megan Quinn, The Vacation Wars. Let me see. Where is... What the heck? Oh, okay. I was like, where's the cover? Vacation.
Yeah.
Very sunny.
If anybody wants to read it in the audience, feel free. Of course, you're always more than welcome to join in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it for Legendborn here.
Legendborn. Highly anticipated, but very... What's that word? Highly anticipated, but very disappointing.
For us.
For us.
But yeah, if you enjoy YAs consistently, then this might just be the book for you.
Yeah.
Everybody loved this book. Everybody loved the sequel.
Yeah.
So chances are you might really like this series. But for us,
King Arthur
we're
meets
gonna
magic.
Yeah. King Arthur, Merlin, all of them.
Lancelot.
They're in here.
I mean,
one trope.
Kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised, like, there's no Guinevere. But that should be fine. Like,
I did mention her briefly
Yeah,
near
like
the end. Maybe she's like in the sequels, or like, her whoever got her power or whatever.
mhm.
But yeah, like chances are you might like this. This is just our opinion, you know. Books are subjective, and we have had like a downfall with YA books recently. So yeah, a consistent downfall.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah.
All right, yeah,
So,
we're gonna take a break from YA.
yeah.
Mm.
I
But I
mean,
mean,
like,
we still have to read that book,
dude.
the Moon Daughter of
So
the Moon Goddess, I think.
that's actually so it reads like a YA, but it's actually adult because it has adult content. So hopefully, you know,
Maybe next week.
hopefully like it's better than the others. But
Like how Sarah J. Maas books, um, they're YA books, but they read like adult books.
I think I think she markets it as both. Like
But you find
she
them in the YA
markets,
section in the Barnes and Noble.
yeah, and the adult section. I think she's just like marketing it that way to get more
More readers.
monies, which is smart. Um, but yeah, so I think that could lean both ways. But yeah,
All right. Well,
that
that's it.
was Legendborn. So I guess like um are there like any goals that you have in terms of like books for your creative side, your self-care side, I guess?
Hmm? What?
Any goals?
That I want to meet regarding books?
Yeah, just like anything associated with,
Oh my gosh.
like self like
Yeah, I want to. I want to. Oh my gosh, I need it. We need to go back.
like your creativity, you know.
Yeah, I want to. Like, I've been thinking about this the last couple of weeks. Like, I really want to get back to.
Me too. Like I I thought of like a storyline this morning just randomly and I'm like like okay, I could do something with that. And that just got me like motivated.
Yeah, I was like,
So
I want to get back to the Halloween book. I want to get back to my personal book.
mhm,
But oh
there's
my
a lot.
gosh, yeah, it's a lot.
I know I need to get back on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Like I only posted one thing this month so far, and it was like not even really book related. It was like more of a life update.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to get back into that, be more active. Um, and obviously read more. Because, now's the time,
Mm-hmm.
and definitely like write and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll set aside time to write.
Yeah, same. I need to reorganize my days, set aside certain days for certain things or certain
Yeah,
hours because I have too many hobbies.
I know. And then I still need to stream some gameplay. Like Zelda just came out today, and I'm like, I need to play it.
I know I really want to get back into Hogwarts Legacy, and I really want to get back into Sims. It's just too much.
Yeah, it's too many things, too little time.
For real.
But yeah, just need to get organized.
Yeah, and soon your days are gonna be more busy in a few months.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah. I think that.
Man, why are we thinking about this? Sheesh.
Oh, I've been thinking about it like
Mhm.
constantly.
I know, for real.
I just need to. But yeah. Anyways,
Mhm.
just need to get my life organized.
Yeah.
Like set aside me time
Mhm.
and stuff. But yeah. Anyways.
Anyways, until next week.
Yeah. Until next week. Catch you guys next time. Hopefully, this read will be entertaining.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel like we have a lot more to say when we read YA books.
Yeah. It's just yeah. When they're too disappointing, that's when it's they're cut short.
Yeah, this
But
this book, this like book podcast should just be about like roasting books.
I know it's essentially what it is.
Mm-hmm. We don't
Lordy.
want to, but it just happens.
It's just how we feel.
Yeah.
We can't change that.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Well,
yeah. Thank
see,
you for tuning in, guys.
see you guys
See you
next